I'm continuing my travels across the Texas Hill Country, and today I'm going to visit a park that's the 6th most visited in Texas. Pretty pumped about this trail. I'm gonna hit it running. It looks pretty dope. Breathing kind of hard. I don't know if this is actually a trail. Just kind of winding my way across the rock. Fast ascent, pretty great views. Hi, I'm Jay, and I'm here at Enchanted Rock State Park. And moments ago, I was on top of Enchanted Rock, but I didn't take this trail that you see behind me. I went up the saddle by Turkey Peak. I'm going to try to paint both now. I've got my setup here, and I'm using the same colors that I set out this morning at Hill Country State Park: cadmium yellow lemon, terra rosa, and cyan phthalo, along with the mixtures that I used this morning, which I may touch into, but I'm going to mix up a big old batch of pink to start with. It's always good to have subtle variations of a color, slightly darker, slightly lighter versions. In this case, I'm going with a slightly warmer, yellower version, but I don't want it to be too strongly orange, so I grab a little bit of blue as well and put that in to help dull down the mixture. And once I have pools of related color, I'm ready to start in and depict the overall shape of this rock. Cloud cover is moving quickly, so I have to make a choice. I'm going to choose to use the illuminated view of the scene. And I set in the composition early, but I didn't like the first line. I wanted to bring the horizon up just a little bit. The main reason being that I wanted to cover up that black circle that you see on the map. You can see I switched brushes as well. I had used the script liner at Hill Country State Park, and I started using that since it was already dirty, but it was just taking too long. It's always a good idea to start with a big brush to cover the largest areas first, and it gives me the opportunity to mass in large changes on the surface of the rock, because it's not just one color. Here I'm painting the highlights on some of the largest slabs that sit above the field of rubble that I'm going to be painting that leads the eye up to the dome of the rock. I think that somewhere in this group of trees is where I emerged from the trail that I took up the Turkey Peak and kind of created my own way to the top of Enchanted Rock. It's fun to see it from both angles. The awesome thing about light is that it is somewhat standard. It follows a set of rules. You always have light values, a highlight, transitional values, shadows, and cast shadows. So if you understand that form principle, you can use it even when the clouds come in and cover up the boulders. You understand there's a certain pattern. The only challenge is not to make the marks pattern-like, because nature is really varied in its appearance. So you have to mix it up while still applying that light logic to the boulders that you're seeing. And of course, I can't paint every single boulder. That would be impossible and take too much time. So I have to kind of keep all that in mind while I'm making the decisions about what I will paint. It's a delicate line to walk. You gotta have enough detail or suggestion of the scene that it feels like it did when I was standing there, but it can't be too complex. I don't have that much time. In fact, it's about time for me to wrap up this painting and to head down the road to another Hill Country State Park.